What's up, world? Man, we got a special one today. We got a special. You see who I got? Got some beautiful, handsome young men, man. All little nugget heads, but you all listen. This episode, like, this for like anybody out there that like you feel like you alone, you by yourself, you ain't. Trust me. You hear me? It's the Me Personally podcast. It's me, Bread Bag Jones with 3 G's. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that bell button, bing. Cause like, you wanna hear me pop my ish. But like without further ado, right, I got somebody with me so special, man. Like, mind you, even though I know him personally, like man, I got somebody with me, like, just watching his growth and his journey, right? It inspired me, man, because he's doing something that I always wanted to do, and I'm damn sure gonna do it. Excuse my language, man. Like, I ain't gotta introduce him, man. Like, I just want y'all to understand, man, this man is a creator, an entrepreneur, a father, a businessman. You still work?
Yeah.
Oh, you work too, man.
I ain't never leaving my 9 to 5, bro.
Man, listen, so without further ado, man, I gotta introduce, man, he a creator, man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself to the world, man, and spread his energy to you, man. Tell him who you is, big bro.
I'm Glenn Taylor. I'm a kid that grew up in Avondale and Evanston, and I had so much love around me as far as staying true to who I was. I was able to make it out the streets without being in the streets 100%.
Where can they find you at before we go any further? Man?
You can reach me on Facebook at Big Glenn Taylor or Glenn Allen Taylor III, or Instagram at Glenn Taylor III or Mashari Mentoring Program.
So get into it, right? Period. We grew up together. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, bro, we got damn near the same backgrounds, just different homes. So like, when you specify how you grew up, right? Like, give them if you can, right? A little detail on how you grew up, man. You grew up in a two family home?
Nah.
Mom, father?
Nah, I grew up with, my mom and dad got a divorce when I was 2 years old. So, I watched my mama work here and there, but we grew up on welfare. Like, I was one of those kids who was embarrassed in school because I ain't have shit. Like, I used to wear some people, like my uncle's hand-me-downs. Yeah. Nobody ever knew who my uncle, I was wearing my uncle hand-me-downs. Even though it was still fly, I still was feeling some type of way. And my uncle was the man at the time, but I still felt some type of way because I was wearing his clothes. And so, like, I was one of those kids who only ate on the holidays, big meals, if we went to the free store or this pantry that was in Clifton at Coreyville. Like, I was one of those kids, and I used to be confused because they used to say I was a bad kid. So, in the urban neighborhoods, they label you as a bad kid, and they don't even really want to test you to see why you acting out. They just automatically say you ADD or ADHD. But when in reality, I was acting out because I was depressed. I was depressed about my living situation, clothing situation, food situation, my father not being around. I talked to my father on the phone, but he wasn't in my life.
Dude.
And I think the way I grew up molded me into the man I am today. I don't feel like every man should go through some type of hardship as a child, but I feel like you appreciate life more going through hardship as a child versus being spoon-fed. A lot of people take away from people that's been spoon-fed because people that's been spoon-fed go through real mental situations. Like, we go through surviving the streets. They go through surviving life. And what I'm saying about that, because my mentor program just don't help urban city kids and kids that's at risk. I'm working on contracts with Sycamore and other schools like that because they kids is dying just like our kids dying, but they don't talk about it. They kids is dying from depression and killing themselves and popping pills. And a lot of people don't care about either or situation. And somebody told me ain't nobody gonna help you because of the type of kids you help. And I was like, what you mean by that? And then it's like those the kids they want to stay. They want to keep them in the streets. They don't want to help them.
Right.
Like,
And
I was
they
like,
need
and I'm like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get my own help, to help our kids get where they need to be.
Cause we grew up like I was one of them, like literally I was one of those disturbed kids. You know how we grew up though, like
Man, you used to get me in trouble in school all the time.
like we was to the point where like we was real product of our environment to the point like at their age, like man, I'm quite sure if they 10 or 11, I was already off the porch trying to figure out how to get some bread. You know what I mean? Like, cause we grew up so corrupt, if that makes sense. But we grew up to the point where like help one night we felt like if we reached out for help that was embarrassing because we ain't want nobody to really know our situation.
I ain't want to be in the streets, so I always had a job, like.
Right.
But I was the type of kid that sold weed. You know, you
Right.
keep it hush hush.
Right.
Nobody know what you doing except for the people you do business with. But some stuff happened when I turned 18 with my guys. I moved out of town. Like, yo, it was over. So I moved out of town, man, got my life together. I said, I'm not coming back until I graduate high school. I graduated high school when I was 20 because I dropped out when I was 16.
Right. You hear that? Like, man, what?
And I was going to life skills, and I actually decided to go back to a regular high school and get my shit together because I didn't want the easy way out. I felt like life skills was the easy way out. So, long story short, I moved back to Cincinnati and I just started working at Christ. Like, I was at Christ for 17 years, and during that time, I built relationships with different doctors, nurses, and just stuff like that. And just still dibbing and dabbing, trying to be this street guy, but a guy that worked just because that's all I knew. Like that's,
right.
You know.
The
but
best
then,
of both worlds, though.
Yeah, and it was some stuff happened like 2 years ago, and a kid I knew got killed, and his brother told me like, you know, I don't know what it was about you, but my brother always said he respected you, and whatever you said something to you, he took heed of that. And he was like, I wish you had this mentor program up and running before my little brother got killed because you probably would have saved his life. And so I've been running ever since, like trying to get it together.
That's why I appreciate it. Like,
I'll be right back.
when you first started doing it, right? Like, you know, in a real situation. Like when he had first started doing this program, right? Like, my motivation behind it was like, damn, like what? Like if growing up in urban areas, not even urban areas like you said though, even if you grew up in the suburban areas though, make sure y'all be easy too, man. It was like me, y'all, man.
Your problem is
Show, man. All right, little bro. You be easy, oh man. I got you, man. But like growing up where they from, like whether you from the hood, whether you from the suburbs, we all like be at risk, especially in their age bracket. You know what I mean? Like, cause this that prime age where they absorb it. They so absorbent where they taking everything in, whether it's the street shit, excuse my language, or whether it's the positive stuff. So like I appreciate bro because when he first started doing it right, I used to always say this like, damn, I wish I had a program like that growing up. I wouldn't have went to the route I went to, but like the fast lane was the route I chose because I ain't understand hardship. I was tired of my hardship, so I was like, man, I need an easy way out of this. And selling drugs at the time, that was my way. Like shit, we gonna make it out. So I was off the porch at 10, 11, no cap, so say all that. Like, so with bruh program, like it's beneficial not to just the kids, but the parents. They get a break. You know what I mean? For real, single moms out there that like, if the mom's stressing, right, still trying to maintain the household for the kids, what you think the kid doing? The kid feed off the same energy as their mom. They was in a womb with the mom. So like this program designed to just help at risk, like whether it's your neighborhood at risk or your mind state at risk. Like, you know what I mean? You going through something. What you doing though? Like it really motivated, like, cause that's but like what you doing right, like man, I want to do that, like, cause I always said that, like man, when I get in a position, man, like when I get, cause my mindset at the time, I always wanted to help people, but then like when I came home though, and I seen the path you was on, I'm like, damn, and then when you finally brought it to light, right, I'm like, damn, that's what I want, man, like, cause being a troubled youth, whether you a teen, whether you, cause like I was saying, they at the prime age, man, right now, they taking everything in, whether it's negative, whether it's bad, cause they trying to decipher what is right. But like what you doing, man, I'm talking about, man, I take my hat off, I give you your flyers, I give you the seeds, the dirt, all that for the garden, man. Like you took your hardship and you giving it to them, man. And even if you got 50 kids, if you just touch one, just one, man, you know what I mean? Cause like he said, right, he spoke on something where I was asking him, like, what you wanna be? He was like, man, like a superhero. What? And that's deep. He wanna change lives. You know what I mean? Like that's dope, man. Like that's dope. That's dope. Cause that's what I would have said at that age. But then once I got lost, when I say lost, like I really got lost into, like I was telling, like the hardships I went through, I try to find easy ways, whether it was drinking, smoking, trapping, selling drugs, and talking, because it was just like, that was my escape, you know what I mean? I grew up, I ain't have moms and pops, you see what I'm saying? Like bro, like man, I really grew up with like, in the system, you know what I mean? When you saw me, Miss Vivian, that wasn't my real mama.
Man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, nah, you know, man, I grew up, man, I really grew up hard, like, so that's why I go hard for my sons, man, like, but this is the type of program that like, I wish I would have had, because I know, just somebody caring, because you care, bro.
This the thing, man. It actually is a lot of mentor programs out here.
Right.
Either they are not pushing for people to know about them, or they getting the funding
and doing something else,
and they doing what they supposed to do with it. So they only out here to get the funding and they disappear. What I'm doing, I don't got funding.
Right.
Everything that I make from our beard oil company go into this program.
Right, that's dope.
And other than people want Cash App on Facebook, bro. Right. Yesterday was the first time I ever had somebody donate some money. Like the third time. Fourth time actually. My boy aunt gave me $500 every year for Christmas. He gave that check to us for Christmas. This lady, her nonprofit, they donated $500 to us. And Queen City Kitchen just donated $2,700 to us.
Right.
So that's gonna pay our rent for 6 months.
That's dope. And it's catching on because like you promote, you can't do nothing but see it. You can't do nothing but see it. Like man, like I was telling him, it ain't just the kids benefit. Parents get the benefit. Yeah. Especially them single man. A lot of these kids just got single parents.
Like they mama, like just now, like they mama was like, man.
Appreciate
I said, I'm about to come pick them up. Go ahead and go to sleep. Get you some sleep before you go to work. And she was like, yo, man, that's crazy. I'll pick them up for church tomorrow. What footer are them doing tomorrow?
What we got?
From 9 to 12. 9:30 to 12. They can come to church with me, bro. It's right there. You can drop them off, pick them up. Every Sunday.
Boys, that's live. They need it. Y'all like church? That's live, man. That's live. He say no. Lisa, hey, brutally honest, man. Love it. You gotta love it, man. He said, that was me. But like, I know the message behind it though. Yeah. Like, man, I love the message that you giving out and you sending out, man. Like, you really letting, like, not just the parents though, like the kids, man. Like, this might mean everything to a kid. I know it would have meant something to me. Because it would have, somebody that really cared though, man. Like, that's what a kid want to hear, man. Like, they want to really see it too. Because bro, show it. Like, I've been following bro for a long time, not just because I know him.
And it's like certain aspects of this. Like, it ain't just the mentoring. Like, when I get into the stop the violence thing, like that's some stuff where I know for a fact that lets you know people rock with you. They gonna rock with you if you're dealing with that. And when we talk about stopping the violence, I'm not trying to stop people from getting their money. We trying to keep these kids alive. And like, you can get mad at me if you want to if I'm trying to save a child life and you think that's gonna mess up your money. But if you got 15 kids that's on your block shooting and fighting and leaving trash on the ground, that's bringing more attraction to where you at. So why wouldn't you want to stop the violence and clean up where you getting money at? Right. It don't make sense. Man. When we was trapping on Prospect, you couldn't leave no trash. When my boys used to be on Hutchinson, you couldn't leave no trash. When they used to be on J Block and Paciana and what's the they tore it down. I can't even think of it. And they eat.
Oh, you talking about St. Leger's?
Yeah,
St. Leger's.
You ain't never see no trash up there, bro.
Nah,
you couldn't leave trash nowhere, bro. Now these little kids' blocks be super dirty, like they disrespectful, like they bringing too much attention to it.
And your passion for this, right, so dope, right? Because you got another company that you run, like we're gonna get into that too, right? With the beard. And you say you take your profits from that and put it into this, man. Yeah. That's because I got his products too, man. I ain't gonna lie. They really work and it lasts forever. Like literally, I bought that last summer. I bought it last summer.
It was snowing. It was snowing outside.
Sure.
It was this time last year, yeah.
Remember we was down at the Arts, and I bought. Okay, I bought something.
That was the second one. You bought the cologne.
Okay, like entrepreneur, philanthropist, because that's what this is. But you know what I mean? No funding, doing it all off faith, will. You know, because I remember I done donated a couple times just on the strength, like. But this, man, it's dope. Like, cause they need it. It ain't that they want it. They need it. Like, misguided youth, and that's what the world is one designed for them to win. It wasn't designed for us to win. But we found ways to win. Yeah. Like honestly, like man, these kids got a chance, man. Cause there's people like him, and there's people like me, there's people like you, there's people that really care. Cause this is where it started. These tomorrow's killers, if you don't pay attention to what's going on today, these tomorrow's killers.
It's like people don't understand. I'm just saying, like people don't understand like what I'm fighting against though. Like real shit. Like take Johnny right here. He's 14. He's 14. His mama, the kids' mamas ain't crackheads no more. Like our mamas weren't crackheads.
They social media addicted.
They social media addicted, and they not at home. They just not at home, and these mothers is just not at home. They addicted to social media and trying to live this life like they the social media queen, and it's not helping them. And now little Johnny mama ain't at home, and little Johnny really ain't that hungry because his mama got a little money. You know what I'm saying?
She's spoiling him with money instead of time.
She a nurse, she a STNA, she getting money, but she ain't at home. So little Johnny outside kicking it, and Big Mark, Big John, whatever, pull up and be like, "You work my phone, I give you $700 to a band a day."
And without a father in the home, that's a role model right there.
And you can stay with me, and I give you a gun. What you think dude gonna do?
I'll go that route. Over programs like this, but when you not to cut you off, right? But speaking of other programs, right? It is a lot of mentorship programs out there, right? But you don't hear about them. That's real. Like I don't, and like I be in tune with social media a lot though, because I got a lot of, I got a lot going on the internet too. But like when I wake up though, I swear, man, that's why I always share it. Cause I ain't just promoting like bull stuff. Like I'm trying not to cuss, man. I know they understand it, but it's just like, cause I was them. Like I think it touched me so much because. Like my role model was a brick man.
I think what's unique about the program is the founder ain't some willy-nilly dude that was smart and found out he can make some money by having a mentor program.
So that also Mashuri, am I saying it right?
Yeah, Mashuri.
Okay, it's a founder.
So okay. I'm just the founder and the CEO, and I'm the operations manager.
Okay.
Everything that go through the board and not carry it out. Okay. See, a lot of people get the misconception that they are owners of a nonprofit. But I don't get paid off of this. Right. Now, if we get funded, I might start getting paid for being an operations manager, but being the owner and founder, I'm not the owner. The community owns it.
Right. And it's your time and all that.
The people we serve own nonprofit organizations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just the one who do the paperwork. That's it. Like, and they tell you, like, a lot of people don't know that, understand that.
Cause you got a family too, though.
Yeah.
So like I know they full supported through it. Like, like when you presented it to them, right? I already know that's dope. Period.
Yeah, it's because they knew what I went through. So, and sometimes when you grow up the black sheep of the family, and you not the black sheep no more. They be happy for you, like, you know what I'm saying?
The transition, you leveled up, man.
So
you leveled up. So when I was asking them too, right? Like I asked them, right? Y'all enjoy the program, right? What y'all get out of it? Like what y'all getting out of it?
Connor been around the most. I started getting them when Tone got killed, because Tone was their mentor. So I've been getting them. And come to find out, they ended up being my little cousins, and I didn't know that. And Jeremiah started when we first started. He been to a couple outings with us, but his mama said he about to start coming back with us.
Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Okay. But him, right?
Yeah, he went.
Connor?
Yeah,
he said something, right? 15, right? I was like, man, y'all into girls? Right? He said, nah. Now what you say, bro? Because I got to let him say it, right? Because I wasn't expecting that to hear that from him, man. I thought he was going to be like, because at 15, man, I was harder than a tree lizard. What you say, bro? I'm like, man, you with a girl? What you say, little bro?
I focus on myself.
See what I'm saying? That's deep, man. That's deep. He love himself. Like, that's deep, man. Like that. You see how deep that is, though? Like, for real. Because right now, his age, they be gone. They be over. They already toting. They already, you know what I mean? Trapping, so say, you know what I mean? I mean, not, you know what I mean? For real, man. Like, bro, I love you, man. I love your business ventures for real, for sure, the oil. And what you got going on. What's coming in the future, though?
So,
you stick with this for sure, right?
Yeah, so every kid who signed up in the program eventually get taught how to do CPR.
Damn.
So, you know,
life changer.
Yeah, people don't understand, like me being a nurse aide, state tested nurse aide, I know the important factors of knowing the proper mechanics of teaching CPR. I actually just did the Heimlich maneuver on one of my patients 3 days ago, and I get an award like in 2 weeks because I saved their life. And it was like, you a CPR instructor? And I was like, yeah. And then it was like, man, if this company mess up one more time, we gonna have you teach the rest of the hospital every time they gotta get recertified. So my whole goal is to teach all the football teams, every kid, every parent, and team up, not just with myself, but team up with other CPR instructors so we can all get money and spread light on the importance of knowing how to do CPR.
Man, that's dope. That's dope.
So like, on top of that, like, I'm not doing another LLC. Through the same LLC, I'm going to figure out how to get some kind of government money to be able to supply elderly people, sick people with companions and home health aides for free. Because so many health insurance companies tell these people that they don't qualify to have an aid when they need it. Like, there's so many people who sit there dying in the bed or dying from being lonely because they can't afford it, or their health insurance and medical insurance is telling them they don't qualify. And they can't afford to pay private pay.
Love his passion, man. Bro got a real, Brian, and you can't feel bro energy through this camera, right? Man, you compassionate about this, bro.
Yeah.
You very compassionate. But I want to know too, right? Because I know they want to know, right? By being a mentorship program, what's the requirements?
It's simple. Pay a one-time $25 registration fee. That's it. And you got to volunteer 3 times a year at one of our fundraiser events. That's it.
That's it.
And you don't even got to volunteer. If you get 3 people in your family to volunteer, that count. Like, it's simple. Like, we don't have, like other mentor programs, you know, the reason why it could be free and we can have it where you don't have to volunteer. But at the end of the day, our goal is to create and rebuild our city into the village way of life. And in the village, everybody has a job. Everybody has a responsibility. You want us to help redirect your son or daughter?
You gotta help too.
We need you to help us too. We want your child to see you put in the work. Because if you put in the work, your child is going to put in the work.
Man, $25. And volunteer, right? This is how I feel, right? For us time. You said 3 times out the year?
Yeah. And that's 6 hours out the year, because our fundraisers, the volunteers only got to be there for 2 hours.
6 hours out of 365 days, right? And the average parent, they on the internet 6 hours out the day. You see what I'm saying? Like, that math don't add up. And like, for a parent, this go for the fathers and the mothers, right? For a parent to be on the internet and pay that much attention to that and ain't getting nothing out of that. Nothing but fabrication, right? You could be exerting that same energy into with these kids, man. Like it don't take much. Even if you want to volunteer your time, even if you want to donate, like, it don't take much.
And like, the dopest part about the program, I really don't talk about. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna word it is. At the end of the year, it's gonna be a program where if you're a father and your child is in this program and you're not in your child life, we'll be able to re-implement you back in your child life in a non-confrontational situation between them and their mother.
Man, I was just about to say that.
Because a lot of kids fathers is not in their life because whatever their personal situations is.
Right.
So we want to be a place where the mom know they comfortable with us. So we can reiterate that dad. So maybe the kid might not even end up.
You good.
The kid might not even need a mentor no more because we getting the father back in the life. Like that's big. Like that's a real village right there. Like,
man, hey, coming in here, right? Like I wasn't blind because I already know the mission, but I ain't know it was that. Like, that's deep. That's deep. You basically saying help us help you.
Yeah, and like I keep it 100. Like a lot of it come from my household, and I'm not gonna force myself on a kid. I'm gonna go give my love to a kid that wanted or needed. Like,
right.
At the end of the day,
I mean, I'm damn sure gonna give out extras. It just like it ain't even no just. It ain't just with me. It just was like man, it just mind-boggling because I know the extra cash that I did, especially last year, man. But with extra cash I have, I don't mind helping out, man. Like, cause I know the path that this program gonna take. You know what I mean? And I promote positivity regardless, man. Whether it's it's positive, man. And the youth, not just the boys either. The girls got something going on for the females too.
Yeah, it's called You're Simply Beautiful, and it's basically a redirection program / self-esteem program. We touched on it before about social media, but reason why I started that program because somebody in my family actually came out and said she didn't want to live no more because people were being mean to her on social media. Then they was calling her ugly, like, cause she don't wear fake hair. She is a natural, beautiful little girl, man. I was like, I'm gonna start a program to help y'all understand and know that y'all really beautiful. And excuse my language, but fuck what social media say and feel. Like, I'm tired of social media trying to tell everybody what they supposed to look like, what they supposed to be doing. Like, nah, you who you are. Like, I'm one person that can say I'm who I am. Like, I'm not never gonna be who somebody else is I'm around. Like, and I think my boys respect me for that. Like, it's one thing to be loved, but it's bigger to be respected. Like, and we gonna show these young ladies and these young men in these programs that forget about being loved, be respected. And I think that a lot of people's focused on somebody loving them and they lose sight on being respected. And we're gonna reteach being respected. Because I can love you, but I don't respect you.
Yeah, it's dope. I love that, man. Your mission, and you ain't giving up, and you want it.
And so I got another program that's coming out.
Tell me.
It's called Village, and how this play out is I got 15 to 20 older women, 56 to 70 years old, and you finna like this. So basically, they already raised their kids, they raised their grandkids. This one lady gave me some good advice. She said, if you spoil your child, you'll end up raising your grandchildren. But if you raise your child, you'll be able to spoil your grandchild. And I was like, I don't think nobody gonna get what you just said. But that was deep. And so she said, I want to help you with the program. So basically the women are going to volunteer with any woman who feel like she need help with her kids and be a mother figure and be a big mama figure to certain families who need the help. Because big mamas is lost.
Motherly assistant.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, mamas, especially in this day and age though, because the information age, it's more the information than technology where it's just, that's what raised them right now, these kids. But your mission clear. We see where you're going with it.
It's all about being a village. Like,
that's it.
I ain't know that was your mom, that one your mama. And when I used to come over your house, if I did something, she'd snatch me up.
Man.
Like you can't go.
People like her, though.
You can't say nothing to nobody kid no more without the parent acting crazy. Like when we grew up, we was walking down the street, somebody on the porch seen us do something. Hey,
man, that was the village though.
Yeah, you say something to somebody, child
bring
down.
That back. That's what
they kill you.
I like that.
The kid to kill you.
I love that. I love that mission. So basically, this what we getting from it, right? well, it ain't what we getting from it. Bro basically took his hardships. Could have took the easy way out because he was around it. We all, I took two different missions with the same vision. And I love what's becoming.
I don't. My boy told me like, you a humble motherfucker, bro. Sorry, y'all, but he was like, I don't realize you realize like who you are. Like, and I said I know who I am. I'm just super humble, man. And why am I so humble? Because I might not reflect it all the time, but I'm a child of God, and right now I'm getting back into being a faithful child of God, where I'm actually back in church. I joined Corinthians Church 2 months ago. Yeah, and they already in the process of pulling me in and pulling the mentor program into the church and actually helping me with find funding and stuff like that too, because they see the work that I'm doing. They see how I'm coming to church with 20 kids, bro. 15 kids every Sunday, 10 kids every Sunday, bro. They took us to BJ's like a month ago. They took 20 kids to BJ's for lunch, spent like $600 on it because they said they loved what I was doing, man. That was love.
That's dope. Especially you incorporating religion. Because that's something, like, don't get me wrong, like, that's a powerful energy for a kid.
Yeah, and I don't push, some people you don't got to believe in God, but you got to believe in some higher power, because you're not just waking up every day on your own, man. You're not. We not, you know how many times we done been in the club, in the bar, slushed,
and one supposed to make it home.
And made it home.
That wasn't us.
That wasn't us, man.
For sure.
You know how many times you'd have been in that car, in that situation, and if it was 5 minutes later, bro,
you'd have been gone.
You would have been gone. Or if you decided not to make that move because you felt funny and you made that move, you would have went to jail. That's God, man. That's God. Or God will send you to jail to keep you from being in a worse situation than you would have been if you wouldn't have been in jail. See, a lot of people don't understand that too. Like, God will send you off to go do some time to get your stuff together. Because if you keep doing what you're doing and being around who you're going to be around, you're going to get caught up how they finna get caught up. So God might send you somewhere to go sit down, and people don't look at it like that.
Message. Yeah, and that's always, you got to balance it out, because that's how I looked at it. Like, that's how I looked at it, especially with, like, just life, man. Like, but what you doing for them, man, like, and I'm telling y'all, like, genuinely and personally, man, y'all got somebody that really care about y'all, whether y'all doing outside of here and all that, man. Take advantage of it, man. Especially you, superhero, man. The world gonna need you soon, you hear me? You gotta save the world. You ready for that? That's a big task, bro. For real. Like, and I appreciate y'all too, man. Especially you, bro. What you said, that touched me, because I want 15 speaking like that, man. Like, I just want to, whenever y'all take out this program, just know it's Jay with love coming from you. Y'all gonna see me a lot, man. That's my word, man. Because I really like what bro got going on, though, man. And I love y'all energy, even you. I'm going to be roughing you up, though, man. But for real. So, like, my brother's mission, man, y'all see it clear, plain in sight, man. Like, this what he here for. Like, we could have took our past and just rewrote our past and brought it to our future. But for what? We giving kids, me too. But bro giving kids a different world, man, to live in, and giving them insight, man. Like, all it takes is we care. That's it, man. Like, we care. I genuinely appreciate you, bro, man, for having you on the pod, because I've been on you, and it wasn't just for the content.
Bro, it was.
Oh, you had to get everything situated. Because I reach out to him, so man, I love this. Like, man, I'm talking about, bro, I love y'all genuinely. I know y'all ain't never met me, but I understand life, man. Like, I came from where y'all came from. I don't know what y'all going through, but y'all gonna get through that, man. And once y'all start seeing me more, like, y'all are like, man, what? I'm gonna be around, man. Like, cause I don't mind, like, sharing, cause I don't, like, where y'all about to go, if I can help y'all prevent anything, man, especially that trauma, you seen some torment, trauma shit, bro. You was there. Come on, man, like, that's deep. That's deep. You could have went a whole nother route just off that at that age,
man. Yeah, man, he was with Tone the day before he got that day.
So like, I appreciate you, man. Like, and I can speak for a lot of people, man, because like, even after seeing this, right, it's gonna be people, man, that's gonna really like, damn, Like, damn, that's deep. Cause I love you for that, bro.
Yeah, like, so a lot of people say, what do it take to run a nonprofit? Like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. You gotta be flexible.
Dedicated.
You gotta be flexible, dedicated, and patient. You also gotta understand that you ain't gonna get funding for about 2 or 3 years until people start seeing your impact.
And you consistent, not to cut you off.
Yeah,
I see your consistency,
yeah.
and you ain't play with it though. Your reasons is right. You know what I mean? Because the Most High gonna punish you if you doing this shit. Excuse my language. If you doing any type of nonprofit where you helping somebody out, right? I understand your time ain't free, but if you doing it just for the money, man, you automatically failing, man. Because they need us. They really need us. My sons need me. My daughter, and even after doing this episode, right, and having this conversation, I'm more inspired now because I know I could do more. Like I know sometimes I let my companies run me too, but I make sure I pay attention to my boys because I lay it my way because I felt like nobody loved me. But a program like this, man, I would have felt like somebody loved me, man. Keep striving, bro. Like, even with the beer product worked for sure. Like, just keep striving, bro, man. We need more of you, man. Like, straight creator, entrepreneur. Hey, he say, bro, you gotta live my 9 to 5. So you just,
bro. Like, everybody keep telling me, like, bro, you need to do this full time. I ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me how to move.
It's gonna come into play.
Yeah,
Damn sure gonna come into play.
I want to move how I want to move. Like, just because I'm an entrepreneur don't mean I got to be out there with the rest of the entrepreneurs and that's all they do. So they say. But I ain't going to get into that.
And
I'm doing what I want to do.
And I can see it getting more and more diverse too, though. Because they need this, though. Especially, like, when they start seeing people that really... Because I'm going to be around, though, as much as I can. Because, like I said, like, I'm learning how to hire help to make more. Because when you hire help, even if it's
it give you room to.
I get to do more because this is my calling. I love helping. I love kids, whether they not headed or not. Like, come here, bro. Like, I ain't on that because I can see through that. I know, bro. I love you, bro. Like, so with that being said, man, like this to me personally, right? You got to know, bro, personally, like mentally. I can tell, man, you very tied in with the spirits, man. I love that, man, spiritually. And you financially dedicated to this. That tell me a lot about you. No funding. Straight just faith, will, and you.
Man
boss.
Big shout out. Like, it's too many. Like, I be having consistent people cash at me, man. Like, and it's females. Like, a couple dudes, and a couple other dudes help out. Keno help out.
Sure.
Other than that, man, this is mostly females, or I just pay for it myself, bro.
Right.
And I don't even care, bro, because I'm doing it because it's something I want to do.
Period. And like you said, funding, donations, even you just donate your time. Like, that shit means something. You can save one kid life, man, by paying them attention. Like G shit. Excuse my language.
We need mentors. I need a office manager, man. For right now, it's volunteer 4 hours a month.
Right.
Hopefully it can turn into a paid position. Hopefully it can turn into a full-time position. But I just need somebody to help me with paperwork. Like, I can't keep doing it.
Right.
But our fundraiser is March 25th, Blue Jean Bash.
Oh, yeah, I'm there. Me and my woman, we coming for sure.
Kids tickets $5, adults 10. Big Boo Man hosting it. Ebony J gonna do the fundraiser part.
I'm gonna bring the podcast. Gonna be there. We there.
Facts. And
we there.
Jabron, Hold Your Side Entertainment, actually donated his DJ services for free. He DJing the whole thing for free.
Man, we there. You gotta support, man. We need more of that in the community. Whether it ain't just black and white, man. We talk about the world, man. We need more villages instead of cities. You hear me? But make sure y'all please, man, tune in. This gonna be this heart. I don't like cussing, man, but I rock with this one, man. I love this episode, man, because it's genuine, man. But if you want to donate, right? Like, where can they donate to, bro?
So, we actually got away from Cash App starting the first of the year, for real. So it's simple. You can go to our website at mshaurimmentor.com, masharimentor.com. Our donation button is right at the top. You can either make a one-time donation or you can make a monthly donation each month. So right now we are really looking for monthly sponsors who want to sponsor us once a month. To sponsor a kid once a month, it's $21.68, and that's our yearly operational costs broke down by the 67 kids that's in our program. That's not counting the other 35 kids that's signed up since we did that budget.
You see that? A month. He said a month. At the bottom of the screen, man. Like 20, donate. The same money that you about to go spend on liquor, booze, internet, whatever, man. Donate. Donate. Like for real. Donate. Like, ain't what even man, donate. It's gonna be at the bottom of the screen, it's gonna keep being there because we need it. They need that help, man. Ain't nobody begging. We telling you. Save the future right now, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna ask nobody to do nothing.
Yeah, we ain't begging for nothing. Save the future right now, man. Real. This the Me Personally podcast, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. Leave a little nugget here right there, man. And make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell, because you want to be notified, man. And I appreciate you, man, as a creator, man, for the community, brother.
No problem.
One time, man. Signing out, man.
Brad Bag Jones, be on leave. How can I lose when I was supposed to win? How can I lose when I was supposed to win? And a lot of people left me that love me, they was my kin. And a lot of niggas say they had my back, they was my friends. I guess they couldn't see my vision until the end. How can I lose? I know it make you sick, I'm counting blues. $1,000 shoes and I ain't even made the news. I'ma win, cause I refuse to lose. It make them sick, cause I'm still counting blues. Losses come with lessons, but sometimes the lesson is the loss. When you know your worth, it ain't my fault that you done lost your couch. New way they done took the bait for scale, cause I was raised with sharks. Sipping ace of spade, don't play no games, cause I can't play with hearts. I'ma win, you should've played your role, now you done lost your part. Even when I told you that I love you, you still broke my heart. You gon' lose first, got me shining even in the dark. We wasn't gon' last long, cause we wasn't even supposed to start. I mean, sometimes family can be your friends, they smile.